Latest on the bridge collapse in Maryland. First, of course, I told you about this story yesterday morning.
Yeah, 6 construction workers are now presumed dead more than 24 hours after that critical structure crumbled, and authorities are still trying to piece together what exactly happened.
Erica Ritchie live in studio right now, and construction workers were on the bridge when this cargo ship hit it, and there are still some that are still missing.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Good morning. The Coast Guard said it would resume its search about an hour ago for those 6 workers around 6 o'clock this morning. We've been keeping an eye out for that. Have not seen that search has resumed yet, but we'll let you know when that happens. Those workers were the only ones that authorities believe went into the water when that bridge went down very early yesterday morning. And the authorities credit the hero cops who stopped traffic almost immediately after a mayday call from the cargo ship came in.
We're thankful that between the Mayday and the collapse that we had officials who were able to begin to stop the flow of traffic.
So the 974-foot vessel hit support pillars of the Francis Scott Key Bridge around 1:30 yesterday morning, causing the entire structure to collapse. In the seconds before, though, the ship's crew made a mayday call saying that they had lost power and consequently steering. They warned that hitting the bridge could be a possibility. Of course, we now know that was the reality. An 8-man construction crew filling potholes on the bridge plunged into those icy waters. Still unclear at this hour, though, if they are the only victims. An all-hands-on-deck effort was launched immediately from the NTSB and Transportation Secretary arriving on scene to investigate the crash, to an intensive search and rescue effort by the Coast Guard to look for survivors. 2 workers were pulled from those waters early on and are fighting for their lives this morning. Meantime, a search for the remaining 6 was called off late last night.
Very difficult water temperatures. You have structures from the bridge that are in the water that can move with the tides and currents, making that dangerous for divers.
What they're going to look at and begin to collect is information on vessel operations, safety history, safety record.
And that was a woman from the NTSB. The organization is leading this investigation, which really has only just begun. We do expect to learn more as the day goes on, so stay with us here on 12 News. Live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.
The latest now on yesterday's tragic bridge collapse in Baltimore.
Recovery crews still searching for the workers who are now unfortunately presumed dead. They were on the bridge when the cargo ship slammed into it. This is a live look now. Downtown Baltimore, obviously a city in mourning today.
Yeah, Erica Ritchie joins us live in studio this morning with how locals are worried about what happens next for the whole port of Baltimore. It's a huge port for the whole Northeast.
Yeah, guys, lots of emotions to process in Maryland this morning. When that bridge came down yesterday morning, it had a major impact on the port that the cargo ship was leaving from, both literally and economically. We're going to talk about that economic effect in just a moment. But first, I want you to listen as one port worker who was on land describes feeling the crash that happened in the water. Take a listen.
Just like an aftershock of an earthquake and a loud explosion.
The loaded cargo ship was traveling at about 9 miles per hour toward the Francis Scott Key Bridge when that mayday call came in that it lost power and consequently steering. And that's when it hit that support pillar of the bridge, taking it down in less than 10 seconds. At this hour, both federal and state officials say the collision appears to be an accident, but the National Transportation Safety Board, who is leading this investigation, has shut down traffic both in and out of the port of Baltimore indefinitely. A port, by the way, guys, that supports 15,000 jobs, according to President Biden, and handled a record amount of cargo last year.
That's our biggest moneymaker in the whole state right there, the Port of Baltimore. And now your moneymaker is shut down.
A little scary, especially not knowing when the next time they're going to open it up, when the next time you're going to get a job.
And President Biden says that he intends to have the federal government pay for the entire cost of bridge reconstruction. That, of course, will happen down the line. The president did say he plans to visit the site as well, but he stopped short, guys, of saying when he plans to do that. Live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.